Hi, Misty here with Luna Moon Stand-Up Paddleboard Yoga, and to this video we're going to be covering our fall winter gear as the season starts to cool down, the water gets a little chillier, and we want to keep paddling because actually it's still not a bad time to keep paddling throughout maybe even December, depending on how cold you actually want to go and when the lake starts to freeze. But some of the gear that you may want to invest in would be a wetsuit, and I'm just showing off mine. It's a little bit older, but it's from Roxy and it has held up, it's lasted. It is a 4.3 mil suit, so it's a little bit on the thicker side where you're going to be a little bit warmer. Now mine, it zips up from the back, so if you were to get in with your legs, your feet first, then you go to the top half, and actually you could probably, depending on how warm it is or how sunny it is, because it is black, it's going to attract the sun, maybe you want to have your top part undone. Maybe you have your swimsuit or a sports bra underneath, whatever you feel comfortable with under that. And you might not know that until you actually get out there, because you really just have to kind of rely on how the weather is doing. So one thing we have kind of joked about is, how do you actually get in this? I mean, it gets really tight to your skin. It's like a second layer of skin going on top. I have really just lubed up in coconut oil. I really just put it all, especially my feet and my ankles, to get that part first so that I can pull it up, and then I just continue to keep going with my arms as well. So obviously if it's a little bit colder, you're probably going to want to suit up all the way. Actually, at times, more in the spring, I have gotten in the water to actually just cool off for a second, because it does get pretty warm, especially when now you're paddling with this on. So next thing I would like to talk about are these wet socks. So I just got these. They're NRS brand, and they're called the Hydro Skin 0.5 sock. So it just kind of repels the water a little bit. Maybe you would use these just to get from the beach on your board and then maybe take them off. Again, depending on the sun and how warm the air actually is. And then the next are the rest of accessories to complete the wetsuit. I have some gloves that are also NRS brand and super simple to put on. Keeps your hands from getting wet, keeps them nice and warm. Again, you might take them off if you get too hot. And next pair of gloves I actually use for kayaking, another NRS brand. So they have great accessories, but they're fingerless, but gives you a little bit of protection, again, just depending on what you're getting into. Next would be the wetsuit boots. Now these keep your feet really warm, no water getting in, and you might have to wear these just for a little bit if you want to take them off. Again, it just really depends on where you're even getting on your board. You know, if you're able to just get off from a seawall and not even touch the water, that would be more ideal or perfect. My next one is the hood. Now a lot of surfers wear this one because they're actually getting in the water, but you know, gives you a little bit of protection. So this one would more or less be, I guess, how cold the air actually is, because you don't really, maybe you're not looking to really get in the water if you're paddleboarding, but it's a nice option to have. It just completes the wetsuit. I know I like having it. I don't use it as much as I would say the actual suit, gloves, and then the boots. So the next thing I'd like to cover is, you have a little bit of a wetsuit smell, especially if it's brand new, and maybe you want to get a little bit of the stink out. This is called Sink the Stink, and you can use this on any dive equipment and all your boots and gloves and everything. If you have a little bit of odor to them, if you want to soak that helps kind of break it in a little bit as well. So it's a non-toxic, biodegradable add-on there. So again, just covering over some of the equipment, and the wetsuit, full body suit for winter and fall from Roxy. Check out their site. I'd love to get another one as well this year, but depends on availability. So thanks for watching. If you're liking the videos, you want to see more content and stay up to date, make sure you hit subscribe and the like button, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching.